welcome to Master the Matrix in 20 minutes or less. I'm your host, Trina from Peace River, Alberta, your intuitive guide helping you navigate life's energies. Okay, so right away I'm going to get into the topic. What is the simulation? Let's talk about it. Okay, number one, the simulation resets every 138 years. So what happens? Well, after a reset, everyone comes from underground to join the leftover people still remaining after the reset. So think 1902, when right after the last reset, and that's when all these new technology came out. Companies suddenly appeared, the top 6 or whatever, the top 7 companies, all this new stuff like air conditioning and everything in 1902, Ford cars and all that kind of stuff came up. Think back in 1902, do some research and see what happened, and you'll see what I mean there. So next, number 2, what happens during one of these resets? Okay, so this is where the Phoenix comes in. You'll see the Phoenix in a lot of different old texts and things like that. But basically what it is the sun does weird things depending on the reset itself. Red dust can cover places of the earth. And sometimes in some simulation resets, the vapor canopy fell. So think Noah's Ark days with the Great Flood, for example. So what also happens during reset is new calendars are formed, new religions are formed, new technologies are introduced. But guess what? They've always been there. They've just been underground waiting for the next reset to come out. So all these stories about, aliens from the sky came and brought us technology. No, it's actually been us this whole time. They just go underground. For example, CERN is actually an underground passage to these cities underground, for example. But that's for a different video. In any case, it's the same pattern over and over again every 138 years. The elite take over the world, and then they go hide underground in their safe space for when the Phoenix comes again. Now, why do the elite hide underground? Well, the Phoenix targets and destroys lower vibrational emotions. So areas and people with lower vibrations like suffering, hate, anger. Now the elite know that, so they introduce ways for people to become upset and negative and hateful. And so they use newspapers, media, government, Democrats versus Republicans. They use newspapers, media, government, hateful leaders to make us feel crappy and negative and frustrated and angry and the suffering and all that kind of stuff, right? They also use war as a really big tool. And that's a great one for them to use, because not only is it creating all the negative emotions that the Phoenix can target, but the elite financially benefit from war as well, while everyone else suffers. So when the Phoenix comes every 138 years, the calamity on top of the earth is happening while they are safely underground, waiting for everything to pass over, and then they restart the process. So what's the point of us being in the simulation? Well, I think it's to experience life lessons as a spirit, as a soul inside a human body, so that eventually the soul can be worthy of the white robe from God or of Source. And Jason talks a lot about that in his videos. You just gotta check that out later. So I'm giving you a quick rundown, Master the Matrix in under 20 minutes, but you should go watch Jason's hundreds and maybe thousands of videos on all these things with his research, and nobody will touch Jason like from History Channel or anything like that, because they know that he's correct, and everybody's paradigms are now changing, and his research, his data that he's accumulated over all these years, it's incredible. But anyways, let's get back to the point here. How do I exit the Matrix? That's a question. I don't think you can. I don't think you can exit until you die. So, as you are in the Matrix at this point, you can, however, create your own reality tunnels, and you can detach yourself from the negative emotions the propaganda, the anger, the sadness, all that kind of stuff, and just enjoy the game, okay? It is seen in Jason's videos too, in his research, that the Phoenix doesn't touch those who are enlightened, loving, spiritually aware. A lot of those people remain after a Phoenix event. Now, I'm not saying that you won't be compromised in the next Phoenix reset, which, by the way, is happening in May of 2040, May 15th, May 16th of 2040. That matches a lot with a bunch of astrology stuff too, because as you know, I'm an astrologer as well and a card reader and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, the next reset is at 2040. So it's like, well, not everybody dies in a reset. So yes, you may be affected or you may not. I don't know. But in the meantime, what you can do is not be part of the sheep, not be part of this reality tunnel of anger, sadness, jealousy, all the yucky, negative, lower vibration emotions. That's why it's important to be spiritually enlightened and to love your neighbor and to love yourself and love your life and enjoy the game. That's the main thing. So let me help you with that, with a reading. I can help you find your purpose in life. Why have you chosen this lifetime, you know, this reincarnation and this simulation and this construct that we live in, and you know, all sorts of wonderful things like that. So come see me for a reading. All right, I'm Trina, your intuitive guide, helping you navigate life's energies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.